Hello.
He appears 7 minutes late.
Pre-game show. Am I late for being early? Um, Good morning, everyone. This is Saturday. Wait, is this my day off? I am so sorry, Elijah.
You don't like getting rebuked immediately?
It has become the pattern for us, and so I'm I'm looking forward to changing because of it.
Did you see in the last, did you watch the show last week?
Yes, I did.
Did
Yeah.
did you see where you grabbed, I was in the middle of speaking, and you grabbed and you went into your stuff. Did you see that?
It was such a folly. Yeah, yeah. It's like when when LeBron James was in in the flow, and just some nobody just comes in and like just steals the ball. It's like, what? Hello. No, I seriously, I think anxiety sometimes does that. And so I get, kind of up and anxious a bit. And so I'm sorry, that was
I don't think
unconscious.
it's anxiety. I think
Controllable.
it's excitement.
That's right.
It's like you've got something good to say, and in most conversations, we can just sort of butt in and bring our stuff in. But in these conversations, we need to be very aware if the other person's in the middle of something.
Yeah. Well, you look really clean shaven.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You have your Starship outfit on underneath.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, you should get all the jabs in right away, and then we can go into the show.
Exactly. Yeah, you look like in Star Trek when they go down to a planet and they're on like a bit of a break.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Security.
Yeah. And so you have the poncho over top the actual uniform.
So it's kind of hippie Star Trek. Which one should I go with? They don't kind of go together, do they?
I think actually the way that you had it was really nice. Yeah.
What do you think that's one?
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't quite see. It looks like you might be wearing a jersey of some sort. Is there a playoff happening? That's one thing I never keep up with is sports.
And the background, how do you like the background?
It's so balanced and yet it's ever flowing. It's kind of like a slow motion, like a very gentle snowstorm, which is really nice. Yeah.
I made this one for Ramayan and I sent them to him, and he didn't. He scoffed at them, called them 1995, whatever they are from 1995. So I'm going to use the ones I made for him and use them to bring complete transformation to the media system on the planet. And he will know that he scoffed me, because I will send him this video and he will know.
It's funny to hear young people talk about they're like, oh man, that's so 90s, even if it's 80s. And I'm not saying your background's 80s. I'm saying that but they're saying it as if it's cool, right? Like it's cool.
Oh,
And,
what about the 60s?
I had a time with some friends, and we had all of our MacBooks out. We're having a Mac attack, and we were looking at YouTube from my friend she hasn't changed her operating system since 2015, I think it is. And so it's this old version of YouTube. And it was such a relief. It was like bolder and simple, and so retro can be great. And so I actually like the fact that your lines are very simple and bold. And so I think that there's something about it. So Remind, if you're listening, yeah, I get your point, but hey, don't scoff at the master. It's dangerous.
All those daisies, they scoff. Ha!
Ha.
Wonder
Well,
what glasses should I wear?
you know, let's see. I should probably get some glasses too. Yeah, here.
What about these ones?
Those are absolutely perfect, actually, because they go
Yeah.
with the top banner and they're just fly. So here, let me see if this is
Maybe I
my
should.
look.
Yeah, should I go full Star Trek?
Yes,
I
yes, you
like
should.
that. Boy, we look very. I like that. Do you think we should do it? Let's do it this. You want to do it this way?
You know, I think it's important to see people's eyes. I'm not sure if people will take us as seriously. I may look like someone here. Here, let's see. I'll try to get the full outfit in.
Hey, did you send
Do
last
I?
week's show to anybody?
Yes, I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I look like a guy, I don't know, who's selling
You look like
ketamine
the
at a
sixth
rave.
member of the Village People.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait. The YMCA. Yeah, come on. Uh,
So
yes,
what
I
did your
did.
friend
I
say?
sent it to two people, and yeah, they didn't get back to me.
They didn't watch it. Because it must be that everyone's doing a show these days, right? Like, I mean,
Kind of.
we're just another couple of people doing a show.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that we're doing a show together, I think is unique. I think the fact that we're two bald people, I think that's unique. I
Yeah.
don't think, you know, um,
Yeah, you don't often see two. You see one, but you don't see two bald people.
yeah. And especially today, we look more and more alike,
Do
you
we?
know? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I am you know, I think I'm 6 inches shorter than you. Is that it?
What's your reference point?
I am
Differing there.
6 feet tall. Okay. Are you 6'6"?
6'6". How's that? Just the simple black look.
Oh my God. No, that is the way. You
Is
see?
it?
Yeah, you are a slate canvas and the world is projected upon you. That is the deal. It's class, it's timeless, it's Yoko Ono, it's New York, my friend.
Hey, we've only got 15 minutes, and then Lisa's coming in. And we've already done 15. Is this a good? This is pretty good. I think I prefer our pre-game show to our show, actually.
It's pretty true, actually, you know, because everyone wants friends. How many of my clients are really people that are craving functional community friends? Yeah, it's incredible. It's another one of those awful side effects of lockdown measures is that people lost their friends, you know, because a lot of people don't really have friends, but they have people that are like, hey, okay, I'll meet you at the gym. Well, the gym's closed.
Right.
And so, yeah, so I think what we're giving people is a real sense of friendship. You know, it's like just verging on intolerable frustration for you toward me, and then me, you know, just trying to bond on the commonalities that we do have. It's great.
Is it kind of like, am I like the narcissist and you're the empath? And are those
I
archetypes playing out here?
I am the overworked empath. Yeah, exactly. He's like, look, I hope you know how lucky you are because you're getting, you know, the you know, that last piece of pie where someone keeps shaving it off,
Right.
and it's very Canadian. And
Right.
finally, they're like, oh well, here you go. It's a bit of crust and one strawberry. It's all the pie I have left. I have to address something inside of myself, and that's that I speak from one side of my mouth. So yeah, if we could have a mouth rehabilitation, we should have someone who actually reclaims the mouth for, as a therapist on, and maybe they can help me with my speaking habits. Now I look like a badly dubbed film.
Like I didn't notice until you told me. Now your mouth just looks like it's out of control.
It is. It is.
So you're
Look at
moving
that. It
all over
goes
the place
down
while you're
like that.
talking. I don't think anyone would notice until you told them.
Oh, great. Now I've just told everyone.
And now
And
you're
now
going
they
to be
won't be.
conscious of it when we go into the show. I'll just be looking at you and you'll be like, moving your lips around.
It's, I've dealt with a lot of afflictions in my life. I had a horrible, I walked weird. I had a speech impediment. And so now this is just another thing that I have to be dealing with. Yeah.
And our guest, you know what she's expert at? She's expert at sort of seeing those things and then sort of maybe giving feedback around maybe how you could solve it.
Good, great. Okay, well, good. You see, that's the
Publicly.
thing. The safest position in the universe is being a student. My first teacher taught me that. Now, I'm not sure if he has an agenda around that as a teacher,
Right.
but no, he himself was a student. The safest position in the world is to be a student. So the safest position for my mouth is to be listening to our next guest. It's going to be really exciting.
Okay. But that's like, we've got 12 minutes now to actually do our portion of the show. So maybe we'll,
Oh, wait, really?
yeah,
Are we?
she's
Oh,
going to come
wow.
on in 12 minutes, 11 minutes now. Maybe we
Okay.
should just do a pregame show and then start with her and then see like if we do the whole show with her.
Kinda. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, I'm open to, giving some of the goods. I mean, it's not like, are we going to be doing the weekly recap with her? Is that your plan?
Well, the more I think about it, the less I realize that I didn't quite have a plan. And I was just sort of, because I'm doing a show with her and I'm doing a show with you, I sort of thought there was some like Trinity blending of shows to kind of help both failing shows. So I sort of thought that maybe we could get some support.
Wow, wait, is this when like the Fawns, like, yeah, there's a Christmas special and TV shows, special guests come on and they merge the shows for just that, like a super show?
Like the
That's
Fonz was
awesome.
on the Brady Bunch or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you're like, what? How do these characters? I don't know. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's weird. I Yeah, it's the very secret plan. Sometimes it's a secret to us. I'm kind of at the point in my success or my functioning where I'm like, wow, if I just did 3 things differently during my week, I would have had a much better week. So at least I'm narrowing down the reasons why it's not an optimal life. And one of them is actually making a plan with you around this very special opportunity to be with you in this show.
And I can never tell if you're giving a compliment or an insult.
It's it's reality, man. It's a combination.
Your delivery is so good. So also, like, both of you were 2 of the 20 of the original 20 of the secret plan, which no one sort of really realizes, right? And so this is again me in the background using my manipulation skills to maneuver the puppets to come together to enfold the plan.
Wow, it's like speed dating for superheroes.
Yeah.
That's really great. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm nervous. I'm hoping that my mouth will work. Yes. So you seem like you're doing great this week. Like you're like you're like totally centered. Your aura seems rectified. Yeah, that's my sense.
Rectified.
Rectified.
How does an aura get rectified?
Not erectified, is rectified.
I think you're thinking of other things. Is that what you call it? My aura is rectified. My aura has not been rectified in a while. It's gone through some tribulation, I think. As you grow older, there seems to be more of a tendency to realize that you're getting older, and there's less sort of what would you call it, madness.
Do you think the madness comes a lot from like that industrious nature, what we're trying to create in the world? Because for me, there's like, there's the work that I do inside of myself to realize my true nature and to resolve my karmas, my impressions. And then there's the things I'm trying to do in the world to get out there. As I'm getting older, I'm like, yeah, I win some, I lose some, lose a lot when I am out in the world. But as long as my internal world is like I'm completing that work, it's like I can grow old with grace, and some resolution. Is that something that, yeah, what's your process as you're growing older?
I think it's called slow decay.
Like
I don't want to boast
fermentation?
about it, but I think there's kind of like there's this let's say this was your life, and here's your start, and here's your maybe you're around 42, this is your midpoint, and down here you're 84 and you're kind of dead or close to dead, right? And so I'm kind of like here, right? So you're starting to build momentum for the final slide. And like you got all these youngers, and they're just kicking up, and they just think life is all, they're going to get their dreams, and they're going to do all what they haven't reached that point of full decay. And there's you're probably right up here. You're kind of near the top, maybe a little bit on the other end. You still think you're kind of hot, but your vision hasn't gone yet. You haven't had all those defeats that wear you down, and all of a sudden you're just a rake of a man. We got a lot to look forward to.
Ooh, yeah, you're really spelling it out. I'm looking forward to it. Wait, you're how old? You're not much older than me.
I'm 58.
You're 58. Okay, so you are exactly a 10 years older than me.
So that's quite a lot.
Wow. Thanks, buddy. I mean, I'm hoping that slow decay and fermentation, like how can I turn my slow decay into a healthy ferment so I can have some sauerkraut,
Well, old wine does get better, but it never gets used though.
Except for cooking. And you're right about that, actually. And for really bad guests who've stayed for too long. It's something we got to battle it back, bro. Like, I'm just gonna lean in here and take a chance and say, like, are you doing everything you can to biohack your way into a couple of more effective decades? There's so much, like, our time is just coming. I believe that there's going to be enough people that are coming out of this pandemic world that are dissatisfied and disillusioned, and they're looking for the other. They're looking for players who have already experienced a discontentment, a break in their belief, and they're looking for compadres. And so if you're getting ready for your final slide, I think is how you phrased it, then you're going to be losing so much interaction with the new wave. We have a new wave. And I don't mean like, Depeche Mode. I mean yeah. So look,
Okay, so you're saying there's hope, and I shouldn't. I'm still in the winter minus vitamin D, sort of post-COVID, pre-Ukraine blues.
oh
And
yeah. Yes. Yes. Get your vitamin D up, get your vitamin C up, take your zinc, take your maca, get some fresh flush of energy, flush your blood, stand up from your desk and do 10 squats every half an hour. Do what you can do to get everything you can out of this meat sack this electrical bubble and have fun with it. Biohacking is like the new golf. Everybody's doing it, man.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa's soon to come on.
Great.
So I'm wondering how we do this. Like, how do we do this? This is like an important meeting. This is an important, there's something about teamwork. And we're caught in duality. We're caught in polarity. And I'm just thinking a threesome might be better than a twosome. What are your thoughts on this?
I find that threesomes will usually spice it up a bit, if you will. And so maybe a talking stick might be good. I'm partially joking, in as much as what do I actually think? I would love to know more about her. What are their pronouns? How do you refer to them?
She's a she, I think.
Okay.
I think she's from the era before that type of stuff. So in our generation, we're pretty basic thinkers, I think, in that regard.
Binary. You're so binary, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna piss somebody off, but I mean,
Well, not if there's a sense of consent from everyone. Then, like, you're gay, man. Like, you're so free to call yourself a man. Like, totally. Yeah. So
so how do we greet Lisa? Like, I gave her. Oh, she's coming. She's
I think a song. Yeah. Should we do the Planetary Guardian song?
welcoming song.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think the
okay,
words
the
yet, right?
inside scoop. Yeah. Since the inside scoop, I haven't been able to, like, I don't know what our song is, because it used to be, yeah.
Used to be.
Inside scoop, you can do it too. Everybody speak their mind and nobody gets answered to.
The inside scoop. There's nothing like it here. I think I'm going to go and have a nice poop, my dear. No wonder.
Okay, that's good. Wow, this is like Nashville, eh? We're like writing songs here. We're such a power duo. I mean, all we need is dancing, and then we got our show complete. We're on the level with like Justin Timberlake and that guy, late night guy. Oh damn.
David
Wow. You are so dated. Wow. He retired, right?
I like about 20 years of popular culture. I sort of missed it and got inflomatrixed, and now I'm completely out of the loop. Trying to build a new loop, but definitely needing help. Okay, is she coming in? She's coming in. She's coming in.
Great.
Oh,
Here we are, 11 o'clock. So
It's
much
not working.
better than me. I think she's gonna replace me. Is my
Maybe that's it.
my anxiety here. Is this your way of actually elbowing me out of the show? Consolidating?
We brought your replacement in.
Oh, great, bud. Thanks.
She says she can't get in. It's not working.
Huh.
Maybe I got to send it to her.
Maybe you stop for, is it that you have to stop recording?
No.
Okay, I'll just let you. When you're with like a geek, like in a computer way,
Yeah.
someone who's sitting there and like fixing your computer, and you're just like standing there, and it takes like so long for them, and they're like tap, 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 tap. And you're like, well, I have to do something. So you start like giving them like ideas, options of maybe what is wrong, and they're like, will you please just stop and let me do my thing? Like, I have the ideas. That's why you hired me. Okay.
Hey, she's coming in.
Okay, great.
Hello.
Coming in.
Coming in.
Coming in from the cold.
Kinda. It's cold here in Canada.
It really is.
Yeah. Can you see me? Yep.
Not
Nope.
yet, almost. If you have a better background than me, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh,
Says bad video. Hi.
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 Look at
How goes it? How goes it, Holder?
Coo, 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 coo.
That's me. Cuckoo. Total cuckoo. Cocoa
Uh,
Puffs are for kids.
and and kids at heart. I love your toque. I just want to start our profound conversation right there.
I'm a driver. I'm a cleaner and I'm a driver.
so Mr. Shambu and Miss Lisa Belter, I would like to introduce you to each other, as I seem to be the connecting link. And I think that seems to be a future need for us to start connecting together with all the people that we know, that and share our gifts together in such a way that we all transform the species in some manner. I was wondering maybe if, just to start things out, if Lisa, you wanted to give your, like, let's say a kind of a download on your interpretation of the international politics that are going on right now. Just from your point of view, from a, let's say, average Canadian.
Well, I'm
Your audio is breaking up.
politics at all.
It's good. It happens even to CNN.
You're frozen, Lisa, just in case you can hear us.
Coming. Hardware again.
You see, hey, did you note the storytelling card here? Like
Noted?
using the backgrounds. You see they're spreading.
I know. I can't imagine how that could be happening.
You know what they
How does
say,
that happen?
influencers in the wild.
That's right, maybe.
Actually, before
go.
we jump in,
Better?
Lisa, I feel like Mr. Elijah's being a bit like kind of jumping in a bit quick. I would love to know, like, say, kind of like your LinkedIn summary. Who are you in a little
My
bubble?
LinkedIn, you want my LinkedIn summary?
I'm kind of joking. Not, you know, of course, something more beyond that.
That's like a bipolar conversation of LinkedIn, but in a small bubble. Because LinkedIn's all about big bubbles. So if we're gonna blow bubbles,
You changed the whole thing.
Well, right? No, it's like a little like.
which is eclectic in Buddhism. And he brought it. That you're
Now we lost both of them.
No,
Still-
I'm here. I'm just trying to reduce the.
we're just getting clear. We're getting the integrity of the field going. Oh, good. Can you hear me, Eli? You guys are frozen too. We're all frozen. Hey,
You've gone black.
frozen tundra. Well, I might as well just do my accent, I don't know, my Canadian Dumb and Dumber or something.
Oh well, you know, you're actually doing really well right now, because
Got my video. That helped.
yeah, for sure. Oh wow, it's just me, huh?
Just you.
Great. Right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear the voices in my head.
We're in the matrix. That connection's bad. We got to get on a new line. So either I'll leave and come back in.
Okay.
I'll leave.
Great. I think it's going okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if she likes me. Yeah.
You
well.
like, what is it? I gave a question. I was going in a certain direction. You immediately went the other direction.
Well, no, it's just because like, okay, I we're coming at this without a plan. You're like jumping in with like our guests don't know anything about this person. And so usually you're like, hi, this is Lisa. And she is, she's coming from this world. So it's like a little like summary of
Context.
who the person is. And then what they say after that to me feels so much more. Does that make sense?
Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right.
But I'm sorry. I should have just been passive aggressive and let.
No, you saw the error and you made the correction.
Correction.
How are you doing today, Lisa?
I'm fucking on fire. I'm awesome.
Are you? Oh, good. Okay.
I'm in the zone.
Okay. Excellent. So would you rather speak about yourself within the LinkedIn bubble or LinkedIn to international affairs or something else that you'd rather talk about?
You're the host. You lead.
Well, I thought I was, but well, I guess I'm the co-host. So
You're
I got
co-host.
co-hosted. I got trumped.
Well, it's hard when there's two leaders. That never works.
Yeah. So
Well, okay. I'm going to jump in and be the dominant for just a second and say, thank you so much for coming on. And I would love for our audience to know just a bit about you, what you're excited about, where you're coming from, just a bit about your world so that people know, the awesomeness that you are.
Sweet. That's a good loaded field question. Where I'm at. Well, I've been working on my shit for a long time. It's because of my background and my interest. And what I've discovered that if I parallel feng shui with constellation therapy, plus healing modalities, I could help anybody on the planet, pretty much. I'm confident that if you gave me, not everybody, but you gave me half the planet, and somebody came to me that wanted help, I'd be able to weave and ask questions enough to do some serious healing in the field if they're ready to do the work. I'm confident, 100% certain, clarity of my mission, and every month, every week, every day, every hour, I get downloaded new information, new connections, and I'm now more in the groove of relaxing and playing in the field as opposed to fighting like a tiger, like I've been doing.
Wow. Thank you. I feel rectified just hearing that. The fact that you have so many modalities and you have your core modalities and you're actually relaxing into it now instead of just pushing in. That's awesome.
Yeah. And Elijah's helped on that front because he kept scolding me unconsciously about my listening skills for men. And that's sort of been my, there's always a mirror for sure. And the mirror was that people weren't allowing me to do what I wanted to do or my creativity or my brilliance. And it was because I wasn't allowing them either. And the field was just mirroring that information for me. And the other piece that was missing was, sorry, I got something popped up on my screen, was that I needed to just listen. And, all the messages were there basically. So that was about around men, listening to men. Right, like literally David Data's work was so profound for me. And then it turned into John Weiland as his prodigy, brilliant man. His listening skills for his men, you never interrupt a man, especially when you're in training courses. You have to let the man finish his wisdom, regardless if you find it bullshit or you catch him on things. Are you done? You clear? Anything else you want to say? Done. And that was also Man on Fire. Sorry, that was Man on Fire, David Mailer's work. Changed my life. He changed my life too. And Elijah kept showing the mirror and the stick and saying, Lisa, because we'd have these podcasts and I would take over and then I'd watch them back and go, like, that was too much. And Elijah, you're such a brilliant man and a brilliant host. And I'm just grateful that you're you're on the air. Your presence is huge in the field, and the allowance that you have for people to speak their truth is monumental.
I can second that. Yeah, just totally. I believe he's a magnanimous person, eh? Yeah. If anyone doesn't know who Elijah Ignatieff is, he's the one on the screen, and he's incredible.
He's the bomb. You're the bomb, Elijah. Woo!
Well, that's enough for
Stepping up
this
the
week.
field.
We can end on a high note.
Come to the purpose of the show. Thanks, guys. I mean, it's such a pleasure to, let's say, be working with both of you, because both of you I do a sort of the weekly show with, and both of you are so different, but both this is, to me, is the beginning of there's so many people I know that can hold their own show, and both of you can hold your own show, and at some point I think we're going to have a massive audience, and if I can in some way assist people to maybe get to the stage they need to get to, I think that's more my purpose. I have enough time talking in my own videos where I'm there's a lot of videos of me talking, so I don't need to talk.
Wow, I feel like those chipmunks that are like congratulating each other, like, oh, you're fantastic, thank you.
No, you go first. No, after you. No, please, after you. Do it in another language.
You know,
Yeah.
something I was curious about was I know both of you are master healers, and I'm very curious about how gifts can come together. And I know that just in the gleam in the background, I remember, Yogi, you told me once that you did a lot of work between the second and the third chakra in terms of the type of specific, this is where your gift fits. And I was just wondering, Lisa and Yogi, if you guys could maybe go back and forth a bit and see kind of what you do, because I think in terms of larger systems with lots of people, I could see Shambu for this and then see Lisa for this kind of thing. And then it'll work together because you're both doing something maybe from the masculine and feminine point of view.
Lisa, would you like to begin?
Well, I don't know anything about your healing modality, so I'd like to hear from you first, like what
Great.
you do or how you heal or what some of your philosophy is or whatever it is, and then I can interject or put it together a little more succinctly.
Great. Yeah, I'm a psychic plumber.
Psychic plumber, nice.
Yeah. I have the ability to digest with people the karmas, the impressions that are clogged within the system, and have the ability to help people distinguish their empathic abilities, and so that they can truly be in their personal field and then actually walk back into the common field, the community field, or the one-on-one field with a sense of choice and autonomy, really having a reduced anxiety, because their boundaries and their sense of self is not rocked by intimacy, so that they can actually really be intimate and present the way that they want to be. And so I use, I've studied energy healing since I was about 16 years old, and have been working full time for about 28 years and all that now. And it's all by phone, or most of it is from a distance.
Ah,
yeah.
So it's a verbal, you pick stuff up in the field verbally, and then you just verbally translate it to them.
Yeah. Now, most of the time that we're spending, I actually assign a meditational practice to them if they don't have activities to do within the psychic world. And so that they can be doing that while we're working. And so actually there's great periods of silence while the clearing is happening. And so really it's like doing a breathing practice where you're actually purifying just through the act of staying present and connected in the field. And so we're exchanging that energy together until the person returns back to their essential nature. Yeah.
Why don't you just do a quick 2-minute session with me?
Whoa. Okay. Okay, well, let's start with that toque, BMW, break my wallet. Is that what they say? No.
Yeah, if you don't treat your car properly, and I just used to do 4-year leases so that I didn't have to pay for anything.
Great.
And then I could
So-
write it off. So super smart.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Wow. I feel like outclassed now that you're driving a BMW.
I used to drive a BMW.
Was that the police you used to?
Yeah, the police did stop me in my BMW. However, I had to give it up when I consolidated my debt 3 years ago, and I gave up an M package, sexy 4-door sedan, and it broke my heart.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, I can smell the leather now. I'm not sure if you had leather, but
I did. Yeah, I had that nice, that orangey, beigey
right.
leather that they
I
came
think it's
out with.
called camel.
Camel.
Yeah.
And I love driving. Like Jason Statham, I could race him. I could race him. I could drive a Ferrari and I could probably beat half the guys there. Just give me some practice. But I'm a driver. Like I love to drive. My car's hard.
Now, do you wear gloves when you're driving?
I just got some today, some really nice Italian orange gloves because it's the year of the tiger. I found them. They fit like they're like
Do they fit like a glove?
they fit like a glove.
That's incredible.
They don't work on my phone though. They won't let me do my phone in the car, so that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. Wow. They should mandate gloves for everyone so that no one can actually use their phone.
Well, I
think
would just
that
add
that's the
pads
thing.
though to mine so that I could use it.
Oh,
You can add finger pads to the.
There's always a workaround to these mandates.
That's my job. What's my workaround?
Right? Okay, well, yeah, this is impromptu. Let's see here. Yeah. So what are some of the things that you are feeling congested with that you would like help, that you would like a digestive enzyme for?
A digestive enzyme? Fuck, that's funny. I have a sore middle back and I feel energy very strongly. And my weak point used to be my lower back. When I gave birth to my daughter, I really ratcheted my lower back, but I'm going up and blowing out the chakras, right? So I blew out the first knot. I'm on my second knot. I'm trying to, but it grinds on me. And so that's just where I am today. It's grinding because I'm processing a lot. So if you
Yes.
could help me move the energy in that second knot and I can blow through the karma there.
I would
can move
love
up
that.
to my top head. I can move up to the final mastery.
This is, you keep bringing up such profound principles, and the granties or the knots are incredible, and a lot of people wonder why their energy gets fixated or stuck. They're working at a certain area, and it's usually because they've raised their energy up to one of the knots and it's locked in. And so here you are, you blew through the first one and now you're up to that second one. And that area is such a point of contraction, especially because we have our diaphragm there. So anxiety, grief is there. We start entering the area of the lungs and the heart. And so let's start to digest some of that. Yeah.
You use the word digest, which sounds incongruent to me because digestion was my lower knot. This feels like a heart opening or like at the beginning of the heart to the voice, to that third knot. You say digest. I think I've digested the stuff in the lower. So what would be the word for this part? What would I be simulating, breathing, opening, expanding? Would I be expanding?
Mhm. Yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Do you have any insight on that, Mr. Elijah? Here, I'm just grabbing
What
something.
came to me was more indigestion, but I think I'd rather be more of a quiet witness and let you guys sort of get back into it all.
Great.
If something comes in, I'll say, but I'm just going to sort of witness this. Okay.
Okay, great. Wow. So yeah, I haven't prepared the pyrotechnics. I usually have like a light show and things. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. And so we're just starting to work now. And so it's yeah, I don't know the word. I use digest as a way of talking about all the work. And so I'm liking the fact that you're asking for an articulated phrase for different regions of the field. That's a great insight. I have no answers though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would I see you as a healer if you have no answers?
Well,
You guide?
because you can be thick as a brick and still be able to move a lot of energy. And so
You nailed it.
I definitely I separate myself from seers because there are so many incredible psychics with so many incredible articulations and insights that I'm much more of a caveman than all of that. Yeah.
That's incongruent. Sorry. Sears, articulation, and you're a caveman. I'm missing the parallel.
Oh, is that I don't have a lot of thoughts that come through my head when I'm working with people. It's far more kind of visceral. Yeah. And
But you're on the phone though.
Yep.
So what you feel it, so you feel it in your body,
Yes,
and then
exactly.
then you say something.
Yes.
Using the word digest, you're saying I need to digest something.
Oh, is that we are digesting this block, or we are processing this block together.
Together.
Yeah.
We're processing together, digesting together. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. That's cool. I can do that.
Great. Okay. Well, we're halfway through. So great. That's the thing, is that it's quite a silent thing that I do. Yeah. And so here we are. It's funny. That's why I've never done an infomercial, because it's not really, there's nothing really to see. Okay. Right. How is this?
Nothing's moving. I mean, it's diminished a tiny bit, but you're my mirror right now. So I'm trying to figure out what you're mirroring to me.
Right. Yeah. That's why I oftentimes work that's why I work so well with other practitioners, is because I'm doing if you've ever done any radionics, do you know of radionics? So it's a form of energy work where energy is shifted, but it's shifted in the background. And so yeah, so I'm doing the energy work, and it's not prompted through what is said or anything like that. But definitely we could do a yogic practice that will help with this process, and that would be so hum. Do you know so hum, that practice?
Yeah.
Great. And so you're breathing in and drawing the energy up the spine into the head, and then as you breathe out, the energy is going back down into the pelvis. And so if you feel moved to be doing that, that's great. And I'm spinning a pendulum here. You guys are looking up. This is great. We should have music. Is there some type of way that you can overlay music at the end? Now, I'm partially joking. Yeah. So just feeling the energy. I'm feeling energy starting to build, and in the space together.
You better run, Tintin. You better run.
Yeah.
Don't forget your dog. You lost your dog, did you?
It's turned into a cat. No, I used to be called Tan Tan because when I was balding, I used to brush my hair up into the Tan Tan
Wow.
hairdo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hard losing your hair.
it really was.
I lose some of mine here on occasion. It's coming back though. I
Mm-hmm.
got tools. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've been putting different things on here, but now I realize, wow, there's people that I find hot who find bald hot, and so
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Depends what woman you are, right?
it's pretty great actually. In as much as I lost, I was very fearful of the whole process, and then I realized that the universe is a safe place.
Yeah.
Yes, through that.
Yeah.
And so great, we're continuing here, and we can continue working with that Garanti, that knot, while we're continuing on.
Hey,
Okay,
did
great.
you have a speech impediment as a child?
I did,
Yeah.
yeah, a great speech impediment. It was a stammer. So,
Yeah.
and I still have it at times, especially with like a gl or a clup, and so my whole throat contracted, and still does at times, and I just can't. Yeah, so I'd be there and I couldn't get a word out. Yeah.
I created an exercise for that yesterday.
Oh wow, I'd love to know that.
So when I was persecuted, I'm just like making shit up, just so you know, in the field. When I was persecuted, they would take your tongue and stick it out. And I have methylene blue. I put methylene blue on my gums because I'm healing my gums.
Oh my God, I'd love to know that.
Yeah.
I
So I
need to
use-
heal my gums.
Yeah. Because Elijah knows the background story. So, but what I figured out is if you watch your jaw, put your jaw line and go like this. You'll find some traumas with your tongue open. And then once you're kind of did that, you got your head on straight, you're like relax into it. You'll find there's some trauma if you move your eyes left slowly. You find the jig. Right now.
I feel it right there.
And then breathe through it until it's gone without memory. You don't need a memory. It's just you got it. You're gone. And then you just use a voice, a rock, like that whole whatever torture or shit we got going on our path, like that's that kind of thing. And then once you're done, because there's a whole bunch, you could do that for a long time.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna try, your head's on straight, stick your tongue out, and you're gonna try to say the alphabet, but I need to understand the alphabet. Watch. B. So B, I got some shit with B. C. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, O, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, Z, and now I know my ABCs. And once you do that trauma work, now you've got the full fucking alphabet, and you know what traumas are stuck on B's and M's for me until I rejig the memory to get rid of the memory. B is quite hard.
Wow.
I need help. Grab my cord quickly from the kitchen. I'm gonna lose battery here. Thank you.
Incredible. So you're combining there the Simha Kriya, which is that yogic practice of clearing the throat by the thing with a EMDR.
Yeah.
Yeah, eye movement desensitization therapy. That's which is one of the most profound things in my life with my family. Wow, if anyone needs to check that out, but well, you have it right here. That's such a great practice. Yeah, and I felt it. I felt the click right
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and I couldn't, and yeah, wow. So this is really cool. I'm gonna do this here. And now, God, I have to remember my ABCs, eh?
Well, it's so
1, 2, 3,
elementary,
4,
right?
5,
What we've been taught, we all taught A, B, C, D.
E, F, G. Okay, so here I go. Okay,
I can
are
go.
we ready?
Head on straight though, you're sideways. You like to tilt your head to the right. You do that a lot and you look this way and then you do a thing. So, and the tin is part of your trauma with the dog and the hair loss and the speech. That's what holds you back.
Mm.
Ready?
A,
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 yeah. B,
B,
B, C,
C,
D,
D,
then
E,
D, go back to D, D,
D,
D,
D,
E,
E,
F,
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 F, F,
F, not S, F,
F,
F.
F,
Put your tongue in and say F, and remember what it's like to say F, and stick your
F.
tongue out. F,
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 F.
F. Fuck
And
you.
does my
Fuck.
tongue need to be out
Out.
still?
Yep. F,
Wow.
F, F. That's a
F.
hard one. We're all caught on the F and
I'm
the
spitting
F.
all
right?
over my
Okay,
camera here.
that's okay. G,
F,
F. You work on that one. G,
G,
G, A, G,
D,
H,
A,
H,
H,
I,
I, D, K, L, M, N, O,
N,
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 O, P,
P,
U,
Q,
U, R,
S,
D,
F,
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 F, F,
F, T,
T,
U, R,
B,
V,
B,
V, V,
B, like half a
V,
Z. V,
V,
B,
V, yes,
W, W,
W,
X,
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 I,
Y,
Z,
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 Z.
Z. Now I know
Oh
my
my,
ABC.
ABC,
Won't you
why you
come and
hang
play with
with
me?
me?
Yay! Congratulations, Yogi. You are
Thank you very much. Wow. Whew. Well, we're reaching new levels of intimacy here.
yeah.
Yeah. For some audiences, we're going to have the tongue blurred out just so that we don't get banned. That's
You get banned for your
fantastic.
tongue?
Yeah, tongues are really intimate in certain parts of the world. They're seen as like, yeah, like
I thought nipples. You
private.
can't have nipples, but you can't have
That's
tongue.
true.
Wow. What
Yeah.
cultures don't allow tongue?
I think some of our Asian relatives they frown upon it, right? You know, when they're dealing with teeth things, they're like this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, that was really challenging and really hard. Thank you for that. And what a great thing to be able to work for all of us. To just the eye gazing again. I was amazed at how your eyes really do stutter if you're paying attention and tracking. You can see where you are stuttering in the constellation. You know, you're going through the sky of your own mind.
Nice. That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah. Well, Elijah, are you ready for it, bud?
Well, again, I'm just the conscious witness. I just think it's wonderful to see you both immediately using your conversational kung fu with each other. And I think that's where the gifts come in. I just wonder how could they blend together? How could the two of you, let's say, help a client, each coming from a different perspective?
I have a thought on that. So Yogi's very comfortable. I'm good in the background. So if there was the person was on the screen and Yogi was walking him through meditations, I'm good at watching the body and the facial and getting downloads on what's going on to add input to his healing. That would be my contribution.
It's interesting that you say that, because my thought was, I am really comfortable in the background. It was actually my first thought, and that I can help digest or transmute the karmas, the blockages, as you are pointing them out.
Wow. You can do that?
That is, yeah, that's what
that's your gift. You can take it. And then what do you do with it when you're done? You go hug a tree, or what do you do?
Yeah, I do. I have 3 practices a day that I do, big practices that I do. And so
share one with me, because I chunk a lot of energy in the field, and I don't have a practice to get other. I dance and sing on my own, and that's how I move my energy. And I make up characters, so I pretend I'm a puppet, or I'm like, yo, motherfucker, what you fucking saying on there? I didn't get that. We're not doing the same thing over and over, are we? Fuck that. Fuck you and your fucking pants and pantaloons. Fuck you. You know what the fuck you're talking about, man?
Did
And then I
someone
do
say
that.
pantaloons?
I said pantaloons. There you go.
Pantaloons.
I
Yes.
love it.
Oh, yes.
See?
Oh,
Now we brought the Muppets in. I love it.
I love it.
The Muppets. I was listening to Kermit the Frog song this morning.
Oh.
Da, 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 and Rainbow
Connection,
Yeah, connect.
the lovers, the
and
dreamers,
like
and me.
Oh, and me.
La 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 la
Yeah.
la la la.
Yeah.
I
That's how I move
love.
my energy. I sing and do. I talk to myself in the field to get the energy out, because then it's just funny.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. One that I do is bee humming and Barami pranayam, which is where you plug your ears and, like a child who doesn't want to hear you, meh, 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 you hum, and we're going to vibrate either here or here, and just absorb yourself. So we can do 5 breaths of that. I usually do about 20. Great.
Show me first. You held your breath though.
I am inhaling, and then on the exhale, I'm sounding.
You're plugging your ears though, and then you're humming. So you're releasing nitric oxide, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Nice. Yes.
Eyes open or closed?
So you do that every day?
Twice a day.
For how long?
20 of those.
20.
Twice a day. Yeah. How does that feel, Elijah?
It feels great. Like it's wonderful. It's I've never done it before. It feels like a resonant cavity, like your whole body is participating, and every cell is getting a nice little sound boost, I guess, or some sort of vibrational alignment, right?
Yes, exactly. And it's self-generated, which is super exciting, but yet it's something that you're hearing. So it's great to be both receiving, but receiving your own influence. And so it takes over the field and really resets your sense of self.
And I guess if you're actually in a conversation with somebody, it can kind of give them a notion that you're not that interested in what they're saying.
Kinda. Exactly. It really is a great way of pivoting.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
This is a monumental occasion, I think, with you two meeting. You're both participants of the Very Secret Plan, and you're both keeping your own parts very succinct. And I can see both of you are about to, I think you're both about to jump into the next level. And I think maybe what happens here is part of that boosting, is knowing that you're not alone, knowing there's other anomalies out there, knowing that we're starting to come together.
Meow.
The
Meow.
cutest. Yes. Yes. The good luck cat.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
would each of you
Thank
like
you.
to say a farewell to our audience? And I think we've come to the end of our time together.
I just did.
Oh, you did? Okay. Sorry.
Meow.
Oh. Oh yes, kitty cato. Oh. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Shambu, any last words?
Thank you so much to Lisa. And wow, this is just a great example of when people are apt to jump in and they have such a cornucopia of offerings and techniques that you can, that life can be this exciting. Like this can just be a normal night where you get together with friends, you get together with loved ones, people, and that you are exchanging the timeless classical arts, and you're just over and over bathing and expanding and enjoying. And so, yeah, I'm just filled with a lot of appreciation and real gratitude. So thank you for this.
Likewise. Tome gato.
Mm.
Mm.
See you,
Thank you.
everyone. Have a great week.
Bye. It's fun.
Bye.